So want to make sure your wires are out where they probably should be. You know, just make sure it's out. And on this one, I pulled it back out of the same port where the same hole is that it should come out of. You don't have to drill anything, but once you're done with that, you know, make sure everything's in place that you've done, secured. And then after that, you want to get your heat gun again and just kind of, you know, just re-hit all the adhesive along the side, not to kind of stand in one spot too long, but just kind of hit the adhesive along the side edges of it. You know, just fairly quickly, but a little more than that you're gonna need. But to reseal them, you pretty much want to start from the bottom, putting it back on. Start from the bottom to kind of put them back in. So just try and line them up. Once you get it in there correctly, it'll just kind of, everything will pretty much line up as it should. And then just work your way in as far as hitting it with the heat gun. You have small tabs that kind of stick up for this right here, for this one, one right there. You can kind of see the little tab right here that'll go in there. Just make sure that they all line up. There's some more right here at the bottom as well. There's one right here that'll go right there. Fairly small, but just make sure they all line up because you don't want it to, you know, kind of stay open or have any cracks in it, allowing moisture to, or condensation to accumulate in your headlight. So just do the same thing all around. Same thing around right here. There's another one. You can see it's pretty much way off because it still needs to slide down some more and then in. But once you're done adjusting it, you can put the screws back in. So there's one right there, the other one right here, and of course the very last one at the very bottom. After that's all done, you know, put your lights in where they go, either one, the HID, set them all up, or you should. But once you're done with that, then we move over to the front of the car. I have one already done and pre-installed. Okay, now I got the other one that's pre-installed, and it's for this side strip with those Morimoto XSB LED switchback strips, and you'll be able to see exactly what it kind of looks like. I wouldn't necessarily, it's not, kind of looks a little purplish right now, but that's not it. They actually come out looking really, really clean. That's more or less what they kind of look like in person. You know, it lights up that whole strip and it makes it look so much nicer. And that's pretty much all for this install of those Morimoto XSB LED switchback strips. Me personally, I didn't use the strip, I mean the switchback, due to the fact that I didn't want this switching. That's why I have the side or inner switchbacks already. But this is pretty much what you want to do, is that piece that goes for side marker is this right here, which it's not the correct plug and needs to be pretty much cut off. I just cut them, and what you want to do is, well, for most of them on mine, one's black with like a green stripe in it. And then there's a black one. So what you want to do is actually get a hold of the headlight and the strips. They actually come with the, well, you can see the plugs right here for one of the strips. The other plugs right there on my lap. But you just kind of position your headlight where you need it. And well, actually, I guess I can put this off to the side for right now. And with the drivers, the thing is, they come like this. Oh damn. They come like this with the yellow being the switchback that you can tap into your turn signal, which I'm not going to use right now because I decided that I'm not going to use that. But these are still fairly, you know, nice having the option of being able to have as your turn signal. And the plug that actually plugs it into the LED strips itself is that one. That plugs into this part of the driver, the black and red. So it's black and red that matches up with the black and red. And then the rest of the driver, because I have two strips in there, I wanted to make sure that they're generating the same amount of voltage or everything else that it needs. So I bridged together both of the whites and both of the blacks are here. And the white one actually goes together with the red. So, you know, connect the white with the red and the black would go with the black. And once you do that, you know, you can either do what I'm going to do, which is solder the wires together and use the heat shrink sleeves. So make sure the heat shrink sleeve is on there prior to actually soldering, just to give it a cleaner look rather than, you know, with tape and, you know, kind of Mickey Mouse looking. And then once you're done with that, connect everything else and put it together. That's why I got these new ones, because they're pretty much a lot better looking than my old ones, which are horrible looking, and they're just not, just can't save them. Lenses are just like over 10 years old, and this thing's just horrible. But that's it. That's all you need for the install. It's pretty quick, simple. Took me a while, but I was just trying to get the correct product and make sure that I was going to use the right company, which is, you know, the theretrofitsource.com. You can get all their stuff there. I use Morimoto. They have a whole lot of different things, different variety of things to choose from, but highly recommend them due to the fact that, you know, they're very reliable, durable, and pretty much long lasting. And like I said, these are the Morimoto XSB LED switchback strips 1.0 versions.